What's the darkest place you ever found yourself in? I was 24 and had been dealing with depression for 3 years. Not the kind where you post sad quotes on Instagram, but the real deal where getting out of bed felt like climbing Mount Everest. I'd tried 4 different therapists, but they all felt like robots reading from scripts. Then I met Dr. Kim. She was in her 50s, had this dry sense of humor, and actually called me out when I was being dramatic. First session, I told her about my anxiety attacks, and she said, "Sounds exhausting. You must be tired of being your own worst enemy." I almost walked out, but something about her honesty made me stay. For 6 months, we met every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Her office smelled like lavender and had this ugly brown couch that I grew to love. She'd lean back in her chair, take notes on yellow legal pads, and somehow made me feel like my problems weren't completely insane. I started actually looking forward to Tuesdays. We worked through my childhood stuff, my fear of failure, why I couldn't maintain relationships. She lent me books with sticky notes marking passages she thought would help me. I was finally making progress. Then came the session that changed everything. I was telling her about this brutal fight with my dad from when I was 16. He'd called me worthless after I failed a math test, and I'd never gotten over it. I was mid-sentence, really getting into the pain of it, when I noticed she'd gone completely quiet. At first I thought she was doing that therapist thing where they let you sit with uncomfortable feelings. She did that sometimes, but then I looked up from my hands and saw her slumped over in her chair, pen still in her grip. "Dr. Kim?" I said. Nothing. Her face had turned this grayish color and her breathing was shallow and ragged. I jumped up and shook her shoulder. "Hey, wake up!" Still nothing. I'd never seen someone have a heart attack before, but I knew that's what this was. I called 911 while trying not to completely lose it. The operator talked me through CPR, but my hands were shaking so bad I could barely find her pulse. I'm pressing on her chest, counting compressions out loud, tears streaming down my face, begging her to wake up. The paramedics arrived in what felt like hours, but was probably 5 minutes. They pushed me aside and worked on her right there.